What's good, Commanders fans? We're back with another video, and in today's video, Burgundy and Gold inter-squad scrimmage took place. We have some kind of off-the-field updates. We have Dan Quinn's presser. We'll start with that in a minute, and then we're going to recap the practice, the play-by-play, what we got from the beat reporter. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. I cannot do it without you. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and do it. Really would appreciate it. Hit that notification bell as well. So let's get into the practice today. We'll start with Dan Quinn's presser as always. Today was a little bit more of a juicy presser. You know, there was a lot of things to get out of it. So Dan Quinn said 9 players were not going to participate in the Burgundy and Gold scrimmage today. He said Sam Cosme, Brandon Coleman, wide receivers Noah Brown and Terry McLaurin, Jordan McGee, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Jonathan Jones, and Bobby Price. Only one that I really can find that is questioning me is making me think is Jonathan Jones. I don't know why Jonathan Jones is on that list. Because he couldn't have gotten hurt yesterday, and he wasn't hurt Sunday. So I guess he got hurt Sunday, you know. So Cliff Kingsbury and Joe Witt Jr. will serve as the head coaches today for the Burgundy and Gold scrimmage that you're going to hear about in a second. Quinn said, one unintended consequence of not having McLaurin on the field is that it's meant more time for Deebo Samuel and Jaden Daniels to connect. Quinn called it a silver lining. I've talked about that, you know, every single practice recap. Deebo Samuel, Jaden Daniels getting their connection better because of no Terry McLaurin. You know, it just makes sense. So that is a silver lining, right? Quinn said the offensive play callers today will be Tavita Pritchard, and I think that's that's quarterback's coach, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Brian Johnson, offensive line coach. The defensive play callers will be Tom Donatel and Jason Simmons. So they get a big opportunity today in the inter-squad scrimmage. Quinn said he felt an energy from the coaches because of today's practice. He said, to see the excitement from them, that's what I was most excited for, Quinn said. He said they will work situations in the second and fourth quarters, and they will have officials. Next thing was Tunsil was at left tackle to start, so Tunsil's fine. He's good. There's no injury anymore, I don't believe. Terry McLaurin, Dan Quinn said there's no update on Terry McLaurin. So there's that. You know, there's no update. But Terry McLaurin was seen at practice today for the first time publicly talking to Adam Peters. So I mean, they could be close. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to clear the air here. You know, maybe they're so far apart that they need to meet together. It's like they haven't talked in so long. Like, I don't know. But what we've heard is they've made no progress. So could this be a step in the right direction? I hope, right? Our souls needed this as Commanders fans. Our souls needed this. But my soul needs an extension right now. Okay? I can't continue to watch him sit out. And I have to think that he's losing valuable time and he's going to be a little bit unprepared this season. Like, I have to think that's what the human brain thinks like. Like, when you miss all this time, you could be unprepared. That's just the way people think. Anyways, Dan Quinn said he's been impressed with what he's seen from Jalen Lane in the slot. Just wanted to give you that update. Cool. You know, he's fast. He looks good. So, good for a rookie. Let's get a few more updates before we get into the actual practice. Full team scrimmage this morning out here in Ashburn for the Commanders. First team D-line versus first team O-line is what it looks like. Really good opportunity to evaluate guys. Linnell Willingham said tweets will be limited from me. Post-practice report will have the Nuggets. So, okay, so let's get into the practice now. Linnell Willingham said Luke, Deebo, and Jalen Lane are your starting wide receivers. All slot wide receivers with Burgundy team. Looks like first team offense. So, they're all basically slot receivers for the Burgundy team today. But, you know, McCaffrey's had to play outside most of training camp anyway, so he's going to be on the outside. First possession for the first team offense ends in a Dorrance Armstrong sack. I've said it could be a breakout year. Could be a breakout year for Dorrance Armstrong. He's opening things up with a sack today in the inter-squad scrimmage. Great job. Linnell Willingham said, this is an off the field. Well, this is on the field, but it's kind of an off the field thing. You'll see. Terry spotted with Adam Peters today on the sideline. Not sure what it means. Definitely first time we've seen him out here during a practice. Maybe something is close? Question mark. Linnell Willingham, right? Mikey just lit Luke up. That's like the 5th time I've heard that this offseason. Mikey has lit exactly Luke up. So I don't know. Caught a pass on an underneath route. Mikey shoulder checked him, and wow. So Mikey looks pretty good today, as always. He gets after Luke McCaffrey. You know, that's what we expect, right? Linnell Willingham wrote, by the way, I'll just get this out of the way. All these notifications, all these updates are from Linnell Willingham. Thanks for his work. We didn't get any updates from any other beat reporters, barely any updates. So I had to get all these from Linnell. Shout out to him. And by the way, all the clips are from Scott Abraham that you're watching right now. Pass came out a little low from JD5 to Ertz, incomplete pass. First team offense hasn't gotten much of anything. That's what it sounds like. The first team offense really struggled today. First team defense got after him. All the defenses got after our offenses today. Okay. Nice blitz pickup from Eckler on Wagner. Sounds like Eckler's been a really good at blitz picking up players, and he did it the other day. So good to see. He did it on Wagner today. It's one of the hardest to do it against. Really good down block from Cole Turner on goal line rushing. Touchdown, pretty good thud. Cole Turner, does he have a shot to make the roster? I don't know, but I feel like he could make it over a guy like Colston Yankov. Like, I just don't. Like, they seem like the same. Like, is Colston Yankov that much better? I don't know, but he had a goal line rushing touchdown today. Really good open field tackle from Mikey Samerstill on Debo on 4th down. First team offense struggling to find its footing again. First team offense really struggled. Really struggled. So, open field tackle from Mikey on Debo Samuel on a 4th down. That's painful. Ooh, open field tackle on 4th down. You didn't get it. But yeah, first team offense really struggled. Mike Samerstill is getting after our offense today. Well, we love to see that, right? Linnell Willingham said, one thing to keep in mind about team scrimmage, still can't feel the full impact of JD5. The offense is going to need him to run because apparently, he doesn't have those wide receivers, right? He doesn't have those good wide receivers. He doesn't have Noah and Terry. So offense needs him to run, and they still can't feel the impact of JD5 because it's a team scrimmage. So that's one thing to keep in mind about today. Right, you're not going to hear many JD5 updates. I'm sure he had a great day, but you're not going to hear many updates. Here's a great update. Linnell Willingham wrote, Duke Riley has already flashed, making a couple of nice plays. Blew up a screen, physical, loud thud on run fit. Here's the thing with that. Duke Riley, everybody says he's the Dom Hampton replacement since Dom Hampton got released yesterday. Would we ever hear an update from Dom Hampton like this? Already flash making a couple of nice plays, blew up a screen, loud thud. Would we have heard that update for Dom Hampton? No. So we get an experienced veteran linebacker already out here. Good to hear from Duke Riley. Really good update there. He was making plays today. He was getting after it today. And you're learning from the best. Like, you're learning from Bobby Wagner. You're learning from Frankie Louvu. Like, it's just like, he has to be good, right? Linnell Willingham said, you can really feel the impact of the pass rush here this AM. Have no doubts about the group's ability to get to the QB. Can they stop the run / earn the right to rush the QB? So, they got after it today. The pass rush got after it today. Duke Riley probably really contributed to that. Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, they all rushed the passer. Torrance Armstrong opened things up with the sack. So, Jacob Martin, Dietrich Wise, haven't heard their name yet, but sure they got after it today, right? Kinlaw, Payne, right? Linnell Willingham said Debo with a sick release off the line versus Mikey, JD5 overthrow. Ooh, so don't hear many bad updates on JD5, but it happens. He's an NFL quarterback. It happens. So we're going to get a little bit of bad updates. But Debo, nice to hear he's still really quick and twitchy. He had a nice release off the line against Mike Samerstill. And then Jaden Daniels to KJ Osborne on a slot fade, beat Lattimore off the release. Good for Osborne. He's still got it. He can beat Mike Samerstill on a slot fade. Osborne has got to stop dropping the football. That's all I have to say right now. He can do whatever he wants, but he's probably not making this roster. So, Sorry, he didn't beat Sanford. He beat Lattimore. That makes more sense. Grant Paulson says, good on good second series. First, 15 of 35. Sanford tight coverage, pass breakup on Osborne from Daniels. Second, 15-35. Daniels incomplete, middle of the field. Third, 15-35. Daniels to McCaffrey on crosser for 11-yard watch and run. Massive hit by Sanford. Luke slow to get up, but okay. Fourth, 3:47. Daniels incomplete, quick to Ertz. Will Harris, great coverage. The secondary got after today like they've been doing all camp. That's what I've kind of taken away from today so far. It looks like the secondary got after him. It looks like all the offenses struggled. First team, second team, third team offense struggled. Okay. JP Finley put, Von Miller gave Josh Connerly a little welcome to the NFL on third down with a fast pressure on Jaden Daniels. That's what Connerly needs. I'm fine with Von Miller getting active on Connerly because that's what Connerly needs. And so grow him, get him better, and, that's exactly what he needs. That's literally exactly what he needs. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what Linnell Willingham said on Terry again. He said, and by the way, definitely feeling a little bit different about the Terry situation now that he's out here talking to AP. Just different optics. I agree. Like, you're talking face to face. Like, there's no agent Buddy Baker out there. Buddy Baker can't step in and ruin anything. Like, Buddy Baker, we all know probably by now, is trying to cash out, a big one for Terry. But I think Terry just wants to play football at this point. I think it's so far overblown that it's just like, Terry just wants to be out here. Like, I'll accept $28 million. I'll accept $29 million. And it's like, he's making $29 million a year. It's like, I'll accept $29 million. Like, it's just, it's funny how NFL players, they get paid so much. They deserve it. But, so I just think it's good that they're out there talking. Linnell Willingham wrote, nice job by Amos, turning and running with Lane. Beautiful ball from JD5. Lane has to get that. Lane's a smaller guy, so he can't always get every pass, but nice job by Amos. They said he turned his head and ran, something that, St. Juice or cornerbacks of the past would not do. So great to hear that from Trey Amos. He continues to impress, right? The whole secondary did really, really good today. Linnell Willingham wrote, little scuffle here between Noah I and White Squad after Noah popped C-Rod. So apparently Noah Igbenogany popped C-Rod. He got after C-Rod, which is good to hear. Noah I Friday night was all over the field. So I hope he continues to do that. I hope he continues to impress. He's a depth piece this year, so he's really, really, that's exciting for me. Several coaches had to get involved. Bobby Wagner said, y'all getting your butts kicked. And then Frankie Luvu said, that's your teammate. So, interesting to hear from the players during a play. But, I guess they had a little scuffle. And it's like, when you have two sides going at it, when you have two sides getting after each other, that's bound to happen, right? It's going to happen. So not surprising, right? It's not surprising that they had a little scuffle. Nobody should be worried about that. By the way, the team had all Ashburn t-shirts presented to the winning team. I'm not sure who the winning team was, but let me see if I can find it here. I don't know. Oh, so Gold Team. Yeah, Gold Team won the scrimmage today. So the Gold Team won the scrimmage today because Burgundy Team must have been not clicking. Ben Standig said the Burgundy Team was not clicking today. Burgundy Team did not look good. Gold Team won the scrimmage. So good to see. So let's round this out with, I know it's going to be a negative note, but we have to talk about it. Let's round this out with a little bit about Terry McLaurin. Okay, he was at practice today, standing beside Adam Peters, and they were talking, as you guys could see. Do I think something's closer? Sure, I think so. If this is what's happening right now, Terry's out on the field. So I don't think Terry would have come on the field if something wasn't closer, something they haven't been in contact. So it's good news to see that, but these two sides are still probably, even if we say they're closer, they're still probably $5 million, $6 million apart. we've gotten so many reports that Adam Peters and Terry McLaurin are just so far apart. Adam Peters is offering slightly more than what Terry McLaurin's making right now, and that's $23 million, right, against the cap. He's actually making $18 million this year, but like $23 million was what he signed to. So that's disrespectful from AP, but I think Buddy Baker is kind of dragging Terry up. Buddy Baker saying, we can get you this, right? Or Buddy Baker fed Terry the bait early on, and now Terry's sticking to that. I can get $33 million. And I think they're still asking for that. Maybe $32 million. And I think I've said this all along. Like, you come and you meet in the middle. That's how contracts work. You come and meet in the middle at $29 to $30 million. And you solve it, and you get it done. And it's just overblown. It should have been done by now, but it isn't. And so we have to continue to work on this. We'll get probably more updates. Like, Terry's in the building. The media might speak to him today. I'll get that to you if the media speaks to him, but I don't know if they will or not. But we'll see. So I'm not sure who was speaking after practice. So, Gold Team, we got another update here. Gold Team touchdown. Sam Hartman to Demetric Felton. First touchdown of the day. Good to see Demetric Felton getting a touchdown. Sam Hartman, good to see him getting, nice reps out there. And then also, nobody saw Tyler Owens at practice today. Nobody saw Tyler Owens at practice today. So, interesting stuff. I mean, I would have thought you would have saw Tyler Owens at practice, but like we are so out of the loop here. Like, Jonathan Jones, again, I told you guys earlier, what happened to Jonathan Jones? I don't know. Like, anything could happen and we don't know. Like, I mean, I know most of the injuries, but it's like we'll probably have to wait till tomorrow to figure out about Tyler Owens because somebody will ask about it. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for the Burgundy and Gold scrimmage. Looks like the Gold Team won. Looks like the Burgundy team, they really struggled today. So that's going to do it for me. You guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah, we'll listen for the post-practice press conference from one of the players. It was to be determined. John Com said it was to be determined who was going to speak to the media. So we'll have to figure that out later. That's going to do it for me right now. You guys have a great rest of your day. Hail to the Washington Commanders, as always. Peace.